we're out on course and we've got the Wilson DYNAPWR driver on the tee. We've got it in the carbon setup here. Using the 9-degree head, all in standard. I've got a 60 gram X in there, the Denali, the new shaft, which feels really nice. It feels quite light in the hands. The head actually feels quite light. I know the shaft has a lot to do with that, but it's definitely something notable. Well, that felt mint. Very interesting sound there. Not that carbon face thud that you have on a lot of other drivers. Very sort of like tinny off the face, but in a really good way. That felt hot. That flight was high draw. Can't ask for much more than there. Super nice. Looks really good down below the ball. It's giving shades of TaylorMade Sim 2, but if it was black and carbon, it looked better. So very impressed. First impressions there. If I could hit it like that, that would go into the bag so easily. So driver off the tee exceeded all expectations. Not that they were low, but that was just as good as anything I've ever hit. It seriously was. High draw, felt really nice. If you don't like a carbon sort of thud, definitely try that driver. That felt real hot. We're gonna put the 3-wood in action here. We've got a little 209 meters to the pin. Wind into as well, so 3-wood should be a pretty solid club for that. We'll see if it can live up to the driver's standards. First impressions, if I'm to sum the Wilson DYNAPWR fairway wood up, the carbon model, hot. It has like an older feel to the face. That PKR 360 face has that old school feel of like really tinny, springy face, but like in the best way possible. Not a cheap way, like a really, really nice feeling club. You know exactly where you've hit it off the face, which I think in a fairway wood, you really need to know. You need to know where you're striking it, because obviously we want to be striking it out of the middle. The control sort of style of this club. Super hot, love it. Finally, we've got the DYNAPWR, the Wilson DYNAPWR hybrid in hand. Initial impressions down by the ball, very neutral, which I think a lot of people will like. A lot of modern hybrids are very shut, tons of offset, which is the type of club that they are, but for the person that wants a little bit more of a neutral sitting hybrid, definitely first impressions stay neutral. We'll hit a shot here, see how it feels. Doesn't get much better than that. That's like the best hybrid I've ever hit. Woo. No complaints from me there. My one comment on that there is that you can definitely feel the difference between the carbon model and the Wilson DYNAPWRs and the non-carbon models. The hybrid that we've got is not in the carbon model. I believe that there isn't a carbon model in these. You can feel a difference. It's a little bit more of a ting. It doesn't have that sort of muted carbon crown sort of feel to it, which is not a bad thing. It's just a difference that I've noticed in those shots. But if you can hit a shot and the ball flies like that, no complaints to me. You've got to put this to the test with any other hybrid you're looking at. Wilson DYNAPWR from me, big tick. I think it's going to be a massive improver going into 2025, and definitely one you should keep your eyes on when you're putting any club to the test.